You might get one of the many celebrity autobiographies that are out in time for Christmas, but with this one, 24 years at the tap end, this is the only place you can get it. On this show, or by getting our free download. Not available in any shops yet. It's my mate Chris, and the story of his life. So where are we at?
Well, we're sort of darting all over the place, really. I haven't done this in any order. I've just sort of gone from one year to the next year, sort of freestyling it a bit.
I like it when it jots around a bit.
But in the book, should it be in some sort of order, or should it just be 19 to 3 to 2 to 5th year?
I think that's fine to do that.
Really?
Oh, no. In the book, it's got to go in order.
No, why? I don't think it does.
Well, otherwise you don't know. He might mention characters that he hasn't met yet, and then you have to have the explanation 3 chapters back.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Can I also just say thank you to someone who sent in a letter today with a cover of the autobiography as she sees it.
You said it right!
Oh, God, I did. Yeah.
For the first time,
Right.
you said it right. Congratulations.
She drew it. It's great.
Oh.
It's got 50 chicken nuggets on the front.
And what's their name?
Anna Lee. So thank you for that.
She used to read the news on this show.
I don't think it's her.
Oh.
No, I thought she did a song called 2 Times.
Yeah, her as well, same. But
Was that Anna Lee who did the news, did the song as well?
Yeah, she's not
I
heard that.
never knew that.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Anna Lee. So now, brace yourselves, everybody. It's time for the next instalment of 24 years at the tap end. My mate Chris's autobiography. Listen, watch, share.
Right then.
Yep.
My 19th year at the tap end. I had survived a month of freshers. Despite a nasty bout of freshers flu, I was alive and enjoying my first year at Southampton Uni.
Who'd you get that from?
I can't remember.
Do you think you got it from someone, or was it just a thing going round?
I think everyone gets it, don't they, in freshers? Freshers flu's always about.
Yeah.
You get it every year as well, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much every year, yeah.
I had been sharing a room with a nice guy called Tim. A room in H block on the 3rd floor that looked across to Glenbar. But after a month of this, the news came through that the uni had found me accommodation in Bencraft Halls. This was devastating news. I'd had an amazing start to my uni life in Glenair Halls, and the thought of moving to an inferior halls filled me with dread.
What was it about Tim that you liked?
He was just a good bloke, really. You know, we regularly ate chicken nuggets, burgers, stuff like that. Both liked football. I suppose well... No, actually, no, he was a good bloke, generally.
What?
No, it was great and everything, but he's... And it's not a slur on the people of the town, but he was from Scunthorpe, and I didn't... A lot of the time, he had quite a strong regional accent.
You didn't understand him?
No, I know it's really horrible to say, but he spoke really quickly.
Right.
But he was a really good bloke.
So were you like, say again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was a top bloke, though.
Despite being from Scunthorpe, he was really nice.
No, don't say it like that, because...
That's what you just said.
No, because I've got family from round there as well, but it's just...
It doesn't mean they're bad people.
His accent in particular was just a bit strong, you know?
Okay.
I was going to say all the people from Scunthorpe are going to be on now, but we don't get texts from them, do we?
No.
They're
Really?
Censored.
They're not allowed?
No.
They don't come through.
Why?
4 stars.
The problem is with Scunthorpe, one of the most offensive swear words you can say or text in is contained within Scunthorpe, so any text just don't get through. I know. I feel really bad for them.
So you can say what you want, Chris. Anything else you want to get out?
That's amazing.
And if you are listening in Scunthorpe, just put Scunny next time, or don't even put where you're from and you'll get straight through.
That's brilliant.
Continue.
I headed to the union and begged them to keep me in Glenair, which they agreed to do on the agreement that I moved into a block of rooms known as Old Terrace. I headed back and with the help of a couple of mates, grabbed all my stuff and headed to the Old Terrace. It wasn't the best. About 10 rooms were sharing a shower, and the kitchen seemed to resemble a Chinese restaurant, but not a good one.
In what way did it resemble a Chinese restaurant?
Well, I think just because there was a lot of Chinese-looking utensils.
What's a Chinese-looking utensil?
Like a lot of woks.
I've got 2 woks.
Well, there was a lot of woks.
Okay.
What do you need 2 woks for?
I just have.
Why?
I just acquired them over the years. I don't know why. Don't question me. I've just got 2. I'm a 2-wok household. Deal with it. Next.
In the other block, my roommate was a decent cook, but I didn't know where to start with cooking a proper meal in the new one. There was a man who made burgers in Glen, a legend called Q. His Q burgers are famous. I've been living off those and potato waffles since I arrived at uni. But things had to change. I needed to cook a proper meal.
Oh.
One lunchtime, I decided to create my first ever meal. A student staple, pasta. But my first attempt of creating pasta went all wrong. To speed up the process of boiling water in a pan, then adding pasta, Sorry.
No, so you're not making the pasta. When you say make pasta, you've not got a pasta machine and all the flour and all that.
Basically,
you're literally getting the dried stuff out of the packet and
boiling it.
Yes.
And you'd never done that before?
No. I decided to put pasta in a kettle, thinking the process would be the same but quicker. I flicked the switch, but the kettle made a horrible noise, started to shake, and then promptly blew up. Don't ever try it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You actually put the pasta in the kettle?
Yeah, I thought it sort of does two birds, one stone. Is that the right phrase?
Yeah.
Yeah. However, my worst cooking incident resulted in the fire brigade being called out to my halls a few days later.
Oh, no.
I had a craving for cheese on toast, but again, thought I'd try a speedier method. Jeremy Kyle was about to start. I turned the toaster on its side to act like a grill and placed the bread and cheese in with the toaster horizontally.
So the toaster is on its side?
Yeah.
And you are, feeding the bread in?
Put the bread and cheese in horizontal. Because toasters cook toast quickly. That was the thinking here. The thing went up in flames. In a panic, one of the foreign students passing hit the fire alarm and the old terrace was evacuated. It would have all been fine, but this was after a night out at the Union at 2 in the morning, and I was getting a lot of angry looks. Again, don't ever try this. Food is epic after nights out at uni. I remember my first ever late night curry, which was in fact my first ever curry.
What? You were 19 when you had your first curry?
Yeah, I was.
And you were 19 when you first cooked pasta for yourself?
Yep.
What were you doing for food before this?
What, at home?
Yeah. Did your mum cook you everything?
My mum, wasn't it?
You must have cooked something for yourself when she went out, or did she leave you something?
Well, you just get takeaway, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but if you've had takeaways because your mum's gone out, you've only ever had Chinese?
Well, fish and chips.
Pizza?
There's loads of takeaways, Becky. What are you thinking? Microwavable
I
meals?
can't believe if you've lived off takeaways that you've never had a curry up until when you're 19.
Never had a curry, no. Just something I'd never done. It was...
So your first ever curry is about to be eaten?
I'd been out for a night out at a club called Jesters in Southampton.
Yes.
Anyone from Southampton...
I met Michael Greco in there once.
I took you there once. Do you remember?
Was that the same night?
I don't think so. I don't remember Greco.
Yeah. Beppe off EastEnders back in the day.
Anyone from Southampton will know of this legendary student place. Its sticky floors, walls and liberal entrance policy are famous. That place probably holds my most memorable and unmemorable moments of my time at the tap end. I'd been out there one AU night and was persuaded to go for a 3 AM curry down the road with my mate Oz. I didn't even know that you could get a curry at 3 AM in the morning, but went along. I wasn't sure what to expect. I went along with it because that's what everyone else wanted to do, but I'd never had a curry. It would be a disaster if I didn't like it. I decided to be honest and fess up about never having a curry. Luckily, Oz and the sport team we were with took pity on me and allowed me to have a korma.
I knew you'd have a korma.
It was an incredible experience, my first curry. I remember it well. Over the years now, I've worked my way up, and I'm proud to say I now regularly eat boona. But that night was special. I will never forget my first curry at 3 AM. A 3 AM korma, that fresh as evening.
That's it.
That's it.
That is beautiful. And I can just taste the korma now. See, you described that beautifully, Chris.